Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Hudlin. Welcome back to the channel. Today is episode 46 of our 1.16 survival let's play series. Behind me, we have today's goals, and overall, we are just going to be working on the mega base. I have come up with a new idea and new aspect of the mega base that should make it look pretty cool. But other than that, behind me on the goal board, I need to show you the new nether barter area off camera. I kind of worked on that just because it was like a small little thing that I wanted to get done, and I must say it looks mighty good. After that though, I need to tell you my mega base plans. We're gonna get to that later. We're gonna start that new aspect of the mega base, and lastly, as always, we need to blow up some mobs when we're over there. But let's go ahead and head into the nether. Heading into the nether now, you guys can see that, whoa, we have done quite a bit of work here, and like I said I was going to do, we've added in some crying obsidian up top, and I guess those are how you make respawn anchors. I haven't ever really made one of those yet. I don't really think I need one though, but other than that, this is kind of like the coolest part over here. It basically is like an H shape. And that stands for a Hudlin. Obviously, we have some lighting up there, and just incorporated some of our mega base blocks over here, basically like our stone, our blackstone, as well as our honeycomb. And these guys are still trading up here. There's still a little bit of gold in each of these. Maybe I should take that one out and put it over there, just to make it a little bit more efficient. But in here, these are about to fill up, and off camera, I think I'm going to have to build a little bit bigger of a storage system. To be honest though, a lot of the stuff in here really isn't that important, other than like the little tedious stuff that you'd have to go get, like let's say nether quartz and the glowstone. You don't have to kill cows. I mean, like it's just a bunch of like not super valuable stuff that could kind of be valuable if you have large quantities. But I guess the nether quartz is pretty valuable just because that's kind of hard to find after you get to a certain point. But we haven't really messed with nether quartz too much. I do have plans over here on the other side. We're not gonna go over there. He went through the portal, but over here, I think I'm gonna dig out this side as well and build out another nice little nether area similar to this, maybe a little bit bigger, and just basically have that be our nether base area. Then we could have our nice little spiral staircase going up into our gold farm, which is up there. And I actually kind of like messed this up, and it doesn't go straight up. You actually have to go to a side. So realistically, the ladder I think should be on this block. But we'll get all that stuff fixed. For now though, we are going to head over to the mega base and start working on that. As always though, when we head to the mega base, we have to go up here. We're no longer flying to the mega base. We have to come over here, grab ourselves a nice little jungle boat, place that down, and I guess while we are on this nice little ride, I can try and tell you exactly what we're really going to be doing. So off camera, I've dug out the mega base pretty deep, and I think I'm going to basically kind of switch up what we're going to do. I did say that we are going to dig down super far, and I no longer think we are going to do that. Basically, what we're going to do now is fill it with spires, and the reason that is because I'm going to have the middle area column go a lot farther down. I left a boat here. Okay, well, let's not leave these because I don't want them to stack up. Knowing me, there'll be like 30 boats over here. We have dug out quite a bit, and I've kind of had it tapered down slightly, and that's on purpose because I do want to fill this in with mostly stone, maybe a few variants like this over here, and maybe some gravel and stuff similar to our spires. But I want some really big spires that are shooting up in the middle of this. And then over here, this is how we can get down. So we can go to the magma block that would be deeper down, and that's how we'd get down below all of this level. And maybe down there we can build a pretty big storage system, kind of like what we did in my very first world on this YouTube channel. We had like a column going down that took us into like a really deep down storage system, but that one wasn't redstone. And I kind of want to try that. Although I'm not very good at redstone, I am going to actually just go ahead and attempt it, because why not? I've tried some different designs here, and I just can't really seem to find one, and I think I can maybe just kind of do that later. Then again, it is going to possibly kind of get covered up with a lot of the stone, but I do want these areas to be pretty open, and then have most of the like descending stone be kind of like in these middle little like circle areas, and then have that kind of still be flat, that still be flat. So now that we're at this point, I guess it's kind of time to start putting in a lot of the stone. Good thing we've dug out quite a bit of stone. I haven't traded any of it because I knew I was going to use it for over here. So we actually need to get rid of a lot of these blocks. We need to have this kind of tapered down just a little bit more into this center kind of little apex area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that, and we'll see how it looks. After a little bit of time, we have added in our descending slope of stone, and I still need to add in some andesite as well as some gravel and some other stone blocks that give it a little bit of variance. But we also need to finish off the little bit of bottom there. There's a little bit of dirt, and then I want to put in a spire and see what it's going to look. But while we are sitting here filming this clip, if we flip around, there is actually a zombie, I believe, that came into here. Did he die? Okay, well, never mind. We'll sit here and wait for another mob because that is one of today's goals. Down here at the descending mountain, we just need to take out a lot of this grass as well as some of this diorite and other stone, which we can actually trade to the villagers for some emeralds, which is always nice. And then if we have any leftover stone, which I'm assuming we will, considering most of this was actually stone and we're only filling back in a little bit, and this is actually, it's actually hollow. So we go over here. Yeah, it's definitely hollow. So we're going to have quite a bit of extra stone. So let's go ahead and replace all of this. And then, like I said, let's go ahead and place in a spire. Had to come back over here because it was getting dark out. And we've yet to really light up any bit of the base over there. So it's kind of like a mob fest. But if we fly back over there, I have basically finished both of the small spire and large spire that I put in. Flying in, okay, there you go. You can see very similar to kind of what I did over here. Just one big one, one medium one, and I think those look really good. Let's go ahead and like get a good vantage. Maybe like up here. This might be our nice little lookout tree. So right here, ooh, I think that's looking mighty fine. Might need to add a little bit over here. Looks a little too flat or something, but you guys can get the gist. And if you guys see, there is a lot of variety in texture and depth when it comes to those buttons and those pressure plates. Those are super easy to make. They're basically just made out of stone. The stone buttons are one piece of stone and the pressure plates are two. So those are actually extremely cheap and they add a lot. I have added in some of our vines as well, similar to this one, just give it that really overgrown aspect. But in here, I don't know if I'm really going to add any of the like mossy cobblestone, just because I've added that around the water areas, because mossy cobblestone is more of like a water thing rather than like a dry, like almost like mountain area. So I don't know if I'm going to add that. Definitely haven't added in any gravel. I don't know how I forgot to add that in, but we should definitely do that. So like I said, I didn't really like this really sheer side right here. I think I'm going to, let's say, take out, this is why, once you place blocks, you can't really mine them because of the beacon there, but let's do that. And we need to come up a little bit here and just not make this so flat. So we'll do something like that maybe, and we really should put a stair. Probably just going to take one because I kind of already ran out of them. I know I placed I placed this random one right here. Let's take that and we'll place, we got to fly back over there. Put that there, nice. And then we're gonna place our button on there. And that should look like it tapers a little bit more, nice. And now we need to add in some of this mighty fine gravel, and we're going to add that in just kind of like random areas, and it should just add a little bit of texture variance in the stone, but overall it's still pretty grayscale. Overall, this is the aspect of the base that I wanted to add today, and a lot of this is probably going to be done off camera just because it is so tedious, and when it comes to terraforming, it is so intricate. Like these almost took me longer than it took to build this whole like sheer descending pattern on this like stone. So yeah, these are going to be kind of hard to place, and we're going to need to build up quite a bit more blocks, as in like the stairs and andesite stairs, as well as gravel, because I don't really have that many of those blocks. Although they are around, I guess I could pull from over here in this area, and as we build out these mountains over here, we're definitely going to get quite a bit more of that. What I want to work on now is just figuring out what we're going to do in these areas on all 4 points of the base, and basically over here I tried doing something similar to the like nether where I put an H. Didn't like that. Tried doing something with the what is it, basalt pillars. Didn't really like that either. So I need to come up with a design really quick, and then I'll show you guys what I came up with. Back over at the goal board, we have shown the new nether barter area, as well as tell you my mega base plans, as well as start the new aspect of the base, as in the spires. Lastly, we just need to blow up some mobs. Flying over to the mega base now, I have come up with a design that I think I actually really like. So let's go ahead and come over here. We're going to fly down over here, not give you guys too much of a glimpse. Come down here, 3, 2, 1. Very simple. It's basically just an H with like a little white line right there, stands for Hudlin, obviously. I was trying to do like this big old H like over here, and when I did that, I just didn't really like it. So this is just really like short and sweet, and just looks very aesthetic, kind of like leads. When it comes to like photography, there's something called leading lines, and it's basically like this wall kind of descending creates a line that kind of points to this like H right here, and I really like it. And it looks like some skeletons have just spawned, which means we can now blow those up and get our very last goal on the goal board all done. Is there any more that's going to spawn? I don't think so. I just saw, what is it, 3? Oh, they're fighting. Don't die from fighting. I want to blow you up. Oh no. Okay. 2. Oh, okay. To be honest, I only think we blew up 1 because the other ones kind of destroyed each other, but nonetheless, we did blow them up, which is pretty cool, and I just really love this aspect of our base. It's very unique, and once again, thank you for Monkey Farm for many years ago coming up with this idea, and now I'm building it in 1.16. And now we are ready to head into the Hudlin Cave and do today's comments. No! Oh no. Major issue, I guess creepers can spawn in the corners. Today's first comment shout out of the day is going to go to Dorian Talaj, and today is EP46. Comment number 2 today is going to go to Septic Spud, and today is EP46 again. If you guys want to get on the comment board, it is super simple and actually very self-explanatory. Basically, just leave a comment down below, whether it's answering a question I had, spreading some love and positivity, or giving me a suggestion for the future. I greatly appreciate it, and I want to recognize you guys for that up on the comment board. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, I hope I earned your guys' like and subscribe. And also, if you guys want to head over to the Hudlin House Discord, the link is in my channel art. That's where I give updates and basically talk about like what I have planned and if I'm going to miss an upload or something like that, etc. If you guys want to pop over there, it is free. So go ahead, head over there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Go after Judas. Jesus Christ, if I live life on my knees, ain't no need to do this. Park it in front of Lunas, next to their church's chicken.